Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brian. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Today is going to be more of a tutorial video on how I do my open cup pours. So let's get down on the canvas and get started right away. Be right back. All right everyone, so what I've got today is a 24 by 24 gallery wrap canvas. And like I said, I want to walk you guys through the process of how I do my open cup pours. I've done a lot of open cup pour videos, but I want you guys to really get a feel of exactly what I'm doing. So I've got the 24 by 24, and my colors I'm going to use today are Amsterdam in Greenish blue, Creative Inspirations in Paynes gray, Amsterdam in Phthalo green, DecoArt Metallics Sapphire. I've got a little bit of metallic Cobalt blue from Loft. Got a little bit of soft body white from Loft. And then I've got my soft body black from Loft. So what I do is I just take a 16-ounce cup, like I have these colors in, and I just cut the top off of it from here. That's what I'm using for my open cup. Then what I'll do is I will place a puddle of my black and I put that onto the canvas. Then I'm going to embed my top into the black, and then I'll start to pour my colors inside of the top. Now people ask me a lot, how do I keep getting all these cells without using silicone, or what am I doing that's getting all the cells? And I'm really honestly, I'm not doing anything. What I will say is your paint densities help create those cells. So, how I mix my paints. These paints are mixed with 2 ounces of gloss medium, about 4 ounces of paint, and then I put about 4 to 5 ounces of Floetrol. Then I'll add water to get the consistency that I'm looking for. So when these paints are dripping from the canvas or dripping off my stick, they literally make a mound and sink right back into itself. Okay, so let's get started here. All right, so what I tend to do is I tend to start kind of off center. So here's center, so I kind of start over this way. And I will put a puddle of black here. I find using black and white for your open cup pours a good base, because then the colors kind of pop from there. I've done a couple with a different color base, like a blue base, and it does look pretty. I'm not going to say it doesn't. All right, so what I do is I just put a little bit of black there. I like to pour some around just to give it, you need enough paint for your paint to ooze out. Now what's going to happen is, like I said, I'm going to pour my first paint color into the cup, but I'm going to pour it from up high so that gravity pushes it down below the black, and then the weight of this color is going to start to float up to the top, and that's where your cells come through. All right, so I think what I want to start off with today is the greenish blue. So again, I'm pouring up high, and then I'm going to let this sink down below. Go with green next. Go with just a touch of white. Let's head over to the metallic sapphire. Metallic cobalt blue. And we'll finish it off with some Paynes gray. There we go. Really dark color palettes. Now this is going to start to move. My cup is starting to move, and now the color is starting to float up to the top. A lot of time I take my torch and kind of torch, and that'll help bring up the colors as well. But here we go. Now you're starting to see the colors are coming out from under the cup. It's starting to bubble up through the black. So a little more of that black down. Now what I like to do sometimes is I'll twist my cup off to the side, and then I'll pick up my cup and I'll move it over to the other side and kind of give it a new line of color. So this particular cup stayed in this area and pushed forward. So now I'm going to bring the cup over to the left-hand side and I'm going to start a new pour over there. So let's twist. I'm going to lift up the cup ever so slightly, giving it a little twist motion. There we go. And then what I like to do is I like to put the cup right back into the black. There we go. A little bit of black on the side. And then I'll get to do that again. Greenish blue. Metallic cobalt blue. Go in different order. Phthalo green. Touch of white. Paynes gray. Now what's going to happen is these colors are now pushing out and they're meeting this other pour. All right, I'm going to lift and twist right over here to the side. I think I'll put the next cup right here on this edge. I'm going to pour some black in the center and around this edge over here. And we'll go over this route again. I think this time I'm going to start with metallic cobalt blue, just a little bit of that, or excuse me, the sapphire. Starting with the sapphire DecoArt blue, metallic cobalt blue, greenish blue, a little bit of white, Paynes gray, phthalo green. What I love about these open cup pours is you just get a design. You have no idea what you're creating. You have no control of when you put that cup, when you pour the paint inside the open cup, you don't know which direction that paint is going to start to flow. Is it going to flow to the left? Is it going to flow to the right? Top, bottom? You just don't know. Till you pour it in and you just let it start to ooze out and then it just starts to move. Then at that point you can make your decision. Do you want to rotate your cup to the left, right? You can do a deconstruction of an open cup and kind of just rotate it through the actual cells and stuff that it's making, which I might do that today. We'll see. I don't know. I kind of like the deconstructed open cups too. Yeah, we're getting us some wild looking shape here, so we'll see. I don't know. All right. I'm going to twist this up and to the left. What I'll do is I'm going to set it down right back here in the center over on the left hand side this time. I'm going to add some black over here, some in the middle, go with the greenish blue, metallic cobalt blue, a little bit of white, Paynes, phthalo green. Now my cup is moving back towards me So that's going to create its own new line itself. So when I bring this cup off of the canvas and it's time to tilt, I've already got lines being created from how the paints are pushing out and how I'm circling my cup around on the canvas. All right, let's bring this on out here to the left. I think I'm going to do one more pour. All right. A little bit more black. Some around here. We'll do one last pour. So there's the greenish blue, phthalo green, smidge metallic. Metallic tends to take over, so that's why I'm not using a whole lot, because you can really see it through here. Paynes gray. I'm going to lift, pull this pour out here to the top right. So I've kind of got just a really big, huge misshapen design here. So now is where I can make my decision. Do I want to disrupt this? Do I want to bring my cup through and back and around to create some sort of design? And I think that's what I'm going to do. So I know there's so much color under here still to come out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift and kind of bring my cup through everything, just kind of going around in a circle, just disrupting all those cells. Kind of coming back up through the center here. And what this is doing is it's going to give its own composition with the swirls, still leaving some of the cells in contact, but really creating some great design. I think what I want to do is I'm going to come up right through the center, because I have all that bright blue there. And then I'm going to come back down here, and I'm going to come off. And that's it. Because I've disrupted the entire composition with the cup, it's created a lot of air bubbles. So now is the time to torch. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour my black along these sides here. That way my paint has something to flow. Let this sit for a little bit so that the cells could develop, and I got my bubbles are really taken care of. I've got my base, my flow extender down. I'm going to give it one more torch. So I was purposely kept all my paints here so we know that's where the weight of the paint is. Since it's primarily here, I'm going to twist and come off this side first, more than likely. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Just going to this way first. Edge. Bring it back. Come down here. Still got a lot of paint on here. I'm gonna pull some of this blue and green down. Step back and evaluate. That, my friends, is now a Galaxy open cup pour. I love how this has come out. We've got some great arcing lines, some beautiful lines running through here. I got cells that are still there, really kept the ones that are up there in that corner. Perfect. This phthalo green. So this is exactly where I was going with this. A deep, dark galaxy feel. Perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up my edges. I will scrape and then bring you guys in. Okay, here we are with the wet results. So this is really cool. I'm so happy with the outcome. It's dark, deep, very much like a galaxy feel. Let me bring you up here and start on the left-hand side. You can see the cells, how they really did come popping back through. All right, let's see this one is dry. All right, guys, here we are with the dried result. It is freezing out here this morning. Let me bring you up close. So this piece is really dark, which that's where I was going with this. But look at the coloring, so beautiful. So this will either get resin or gloss varnish. I think I'm gonna do resin. Resin's gonna make it really, really pop. Give it a bright shine. It's gonna bring the colors back to life too, so. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. That's the piece. It dried just amazing. I love it. I'm definitely gonna put gloss varnish on this. It's gonna be, it's really, really dark, but that's what I was really going with for a Galaxy open cup pour. Wanted something really deep, really dark, but I like those blues, and the phthalo green really came out great. So it is freezing outside. I don't know if you guys are where you guys live, but the temperature has made a turn. The news said we might even get some snow flurries. I was complaining about the heat for summer, but man, I wasn't ready for this yet. All right, everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on, what's today? Wednesday, so I'll see you on Sunday. Everyone have a great day. Bye-bye.